Wonderful time if you're in the UK. Are you enjoying the weather? So I am live across YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter, of course. Brian, how are you? Give me a shout if you're on. Say good morning. It'll be great to hear from you. Genuinely will. Brian, you're going to love this shirt, of course. Give me a hello just for that. Let me know if you're on. It'd be great to hear from you. Say hello and let me know what platform you're on. Got lots and lots of people joining us on Instagram so far, Facebook, Actors Worldwide. Hello, says Brian. There we go. Good morning. How are you? It's great to hear from you. Adam, I'm very, very good. Thank you for commenting. Emmanuel, how are you? Auditioning today? Double audition, if I'm not mistaken. Blake, haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're well. Up the Spurs, says Brian. Absolutely. Come on. Jane says, good afternoon. Of course it's afternoon. Wow. I've been to the hospital this morning. For those of you that have been watching, that's my ongoing ruptured Achilles. Blake says, loving the top. Thank you so much, Blake. It's great to see you. It really, really is. I hope your career's going well, mate. Let us know. So, what am I going to be talking about today? Not this morning. I nearly said this morning. What am I going to talk about today? Special skills? Yes. As actors, we know that there's supplementary skills that we should be working on as well as obviously our acting. Emmanuel says, hey, commenting from London as we speak. Yes, that is a good audition you've got there, Emmanuel. Do your absolute best, mate. Good luck from all of us, I'm sure. So let me just explain something. Sometimes I can go a bit too deep, but you have to know some of these things. So without going too deep, you've got emerging actors and you've got established actors. And we all want to be established actors. Actors want to be established actors. I don't. It's not Freudian slip. Don't worry. I'm an acting coach. That's my passion. But effectively, actors all want to be established actors. And what we can be guilty of is actually living our career as if we're an established actor, thinking, well, that's what we want to be, so I'm going to be like an established actor. But actually, you have to act and operate like an emerging actor. And that's a conversation for another day, but you've got to work out what an emerging actor does, not an established actor, to become an established actor. Now, there's something that seems relatively unfair in this industry, and that is that when an established actor gets a role, they then are taught, or they get specialists in to teach them the skills that they then need to do that role. Okay, so if it's a dialect, or even if it's a language, or if it's a special skill, anything, if you're an established actor, you get the role and then you're taught it. When you're an emerging actor, it seems slightly unfair, but you only get the role based on the fact that you can already do that skill, which seems a bit unfair, right? So how do we navigate this, what seems to be slightly unfair? What do we do? We have to work out what skills we can perceive that we're going to need to give us the best opportunity to get cast. And this is something you need to work on constantly. So if you realize that a lot of the auditions that are taking place, or and this is something you can ask your agent. Look, when you're submitting on roles, what accent would you think it'd be best for me to develop based on what you're submitting and what you're seeing? What skills do you think that I should have based on what you are seeing and what you are submitting on? Jane Masters has just bobbed on and said, I've contacted St. John's Ambulance this morning to get medical training. That's based on the conversation that we had on Saturday morning with my academy, where I told them this. I said, you have to preconceive, you have to forecast and work out skills that you know that you're going to need to give you the best opportunity to get cast based on the types of films, TV series that you can forecast are going to be made. And one of the things that we said on the Academy was that, look, there's going to be an awful lot of COVID shows, talking about people's experiences during the pandemic. There's going to be an awful lot of that. So Jane's taken the amazing step of actually volunteering for St. John's Ambulance to get that medical training as an actor. I think that is really, really clever. Emmanuel says there are some skills that I don't have that I realise that I should have learned months ago. If I had started and learned it a couple of months ago, I would have gotten roles that were fit for me. Well done, Emmanuel. And that's brilliant. It doesn't matter. Don't feel like that it's too late. When you realise something that's really going to enhance your career, it's never, ever too late to learn it. And now, Emmanuel, as if you couldn't be any more of a smart actor, but you are going to be able to forecast incredibly well and really focus on the skills that you're going to need to get cast. It does seem a bit unfair that as an established actor, you would get the role and then get taught the skill, whereas emerging actors actually have to have the skill before they get cast. But that's value, and that's what you want to become. You want to become such a valuable actor that you will be getting cast and then taught to certain skills. Brilliant. Okay. Giunis23 says, which skills could be good for a person like me that speak perfectly Italian and Spanish, but not very, very good English? Well, I think in a way you've answered your question. The biggest employer of the biggest employer of actors worldwide are English-speaking countries. Okay, so if you, as an actor, were to have good English, you would have more chance of getting roles. So you've answered your own question there. Okay, so improve your English. Now, to me, the way that you've actually written that sentence, I think says to me that you actually have a very good grasp of English, believe me. Okay, very, very good grasp of English. But particularly with skills, it's accents, it's dialects. Now, things come in and out of fashion in this industry. The English RP accent associated with fantasy epics was massive over the last 10 years. And to have a really, really good RP English accent was a must. But now the US accent, US general accent is a must, but skills, fight training, understanding medical practices, medical training, possibly understanding what skills people are going to ask for. The biggest one I see at the minute, this is a big tip for all of you, is they are looking for people who are genuine nurses or genuinely medical trained. Now, if you as an actor were to go shadow a nurse or volunteer for St. John's Ambulance or look for some type of training where you volunteer, you can at least get your agent to put in that you've done the work, you've kind of got some idea of medical practices through volunteering to help your acting. Now, this is what really smart actors do. And the skills that go alongside your acting training are literally equally as important. Equally. Because you get to the stage in this industry where most people can act to a degree where they can get an acting role. It's not an acting competition. A lot of it is skills, personality traits, what it is that makes you incredibly unique. And having a really good skill set in various different ways can be something that propels you and gets you the types of roles that I always say, deserve. Okay, deserve. Anybody that works hard in this industry and chooses to pursue a career or a business, as I call it, in this industry, you deserve success. You genuinely do. You genuinely do if you put in that amount of effort. And skills is a very, very important way to do that. And it's about forecasting, it's about understanding and speaking with your agent as well. What skills have you seen that are quite common in the types of submissions that you're making? And as well as that, I always encourage actors to submit on their own roles. So what are you seeing? Okay. Let's have a look. We've got a comment as well. Juna says, not very good to pronounce the accent. Thanks anyway. Oh, I see. Yeah, I said that you were very good at writing English, but you're not very good at pronouncing it. I'm sure you're a lot better than you think, genuinely. But well done. It sounds like you really, across your career, it sounds like you have a lot of understanding of what's going to help you. So keep going, genuinely. So, guys, to bring that to a close, make sure that you take skills incredibly seriously. Make sure that if you're going to 1, 2, 3 hours upwards worth of acting coaching, you are, as well as that, working with your own skill set, working on your own. You're never ever going to be taught certain skills to enhance your career in an acting class. I mean, we try at MZA, we try and supplement a lot of the training with other skills. We do fight training and things like this, but you really do need to work on accents, dialects, all sorts of things constantly. But you've got to work smart. Don't just do the one that you fancy doing. Listen, go and find the accent that you know is going to give you a sure shot of an audition, self-tape. All right. If any of you would like a free acting class, both online or on Zoom, we're taking waiting lists submissions for September. So make sure that you DM me and I'll get one of those wonderful free trial classes at MZA, so you can learn more about how we work. That's both anywhere you are in the world. That's online, on Zoom, or if you're lucky enough to live in God's own county of the UK, Yorkshire, you can have an in-person class. We've got loads going on over the summer. So you'll want to keep ahead of it all, and you can be invited to a few different things. Make sure you go on our Linktree, which is in the description, which will give you so many angles of how to get involved with MZA and our acting training, both for free, paid. It's all incredibly good value in terms of what we offer. So make sure that you follow our Linktree in the description, and it will be good to hear from any of you. This is my genuine passion, helping actors who put themselves out there on a daily basis, working incredibly hard. So, any way I can help you, just let me know. Much love, everyone. Have an amazing day. If you're in the